So good evening, everyone, and welcome to this today's session of Saturday Talk. We are privileged to have Shri Rajen Tripathy with us today, and by profession, currently is working with L&T as a principal director and delivery head. He is with L&T Infotech from last 13 years, from 2009. He has done his BE in production and the Masters of Management from School of Management, IIT Bombay. He has having a 25 plus years of dynamic career in technology leadership, end-to-end IT ownership, large program management, manufacturing excellence, innovation management, client relationships, and consulting. About his profile, there are a lot of points, but he's a versatile and good-oriented professional with skills in achieving business objectives through technical leadership and business acumen. Thought leadership published white paper on getting best out of supply chain optimization in leading technological websites, that is www.knowledgestorm and as well as bitpipe.com. He has been mentoring students and team members across the community for their self-development, particularly in IT space. He is teaching in leading management institute in Pune for IT-related topics and contributing in SGM, SOM, IIT Bombay in multiple initiatives of IIT alumnus. He has received many awards, including LTI CEO Award for the Best Managed Program in L&T Infotech. His contribution to IT industry is strategic IT leadership and business planning, end-to-end IT initiatives and transformation, digital leadership, smart manufacturing, turnaround specialist, alliance management. He is also helping in CSR, Rotary International with IT education and e-waste management. So such a versatile personality we have today for today's topic, and he is going to enlighten us about the industry trend in smart manufacturing. Rajan sir, over to you.
Today I'm going to talk on Industry 4.0 smart manufacturing, or sometimes people say digital manufacturing trends and some of the use cases. I'm not going to explain you what is Industry 4.0. I'm assuming that you all know it, you know what smart manufacturing is. My focus will be more from a practical or practitioner point of view. I'm going to tell you how at L&T Infotech LTI we are working and helping some of our customers so that you can get a viewpoint on Industry 4.0 and digital manufacturing. So as I am from L&T Group, I will just give you maybe 2 minutes on my company, because I get my paycheck from L&T and I want to tell you what L&T is a little bit. Then we'll go to industry trends, driving Industry 4.0 adoption. Then LTI digital journey. It includes the platform, tools, the processes we have built, and some of the selected success stories as in LTI or LTI clients. As coming to the overview, again, you all guys know L&T. It is a $22+ million company. And after graduation, I joined and L&T as a design engineer. I was working for design of the turbines for General Electric. So I feel I'm proud to work in a company which makes all tallest, highest, complex things in the world. If you go to Mumbai airport, go to the tallest statue in Vadodara, or if you go to we are creating a nuclear fusion reactor for France, or anything you see in India, you can see a name of L&T. And if anybody of you are coming to Chennai, let me know. We have a beautiful digital museum showcasing our work in all over the world. Coming to LTI is a 2.1 billion company as per the FY22 result. It is one of the fastest growing company in India. Our market cap has grown 10x in last 5 years. One of the a growing company. At the bottom, if you see it here, I just put my. So if you see the bottom here, this is mainly about our manufacturing vertical. So our main focus is on 3 areas. One is converged operations. So because this is also a little bit interesting, so I will tell you what is converged operations. Converged operations because is little different from regular operations. Regular operations means you are supporting a IT landscape of a client or a company, and if there is any defect, or there is a down of a server, or there is some issues has been reported, then you go and fix it. So that is the conventional operations. But when we talk about converged operations, what we are talking about is that the operations is converged to the business. One of the key problems in industry or IT support is that there will be different towers. Like robotics, you will have a tower, or there will be a tower for ERP, there will be a tower for financial systems. So if any problem happens in some business processes, nobody understand and where to go. So the communication and gap and the coordination between the two towers is always a challenge. So we have a converged operations model, and that converged operation model is nowadays moving towards a productized IT model. I know if you guys have read some of the articles, productized IT model is again little ahead of the agile models or DevSecOps model, which we are giving. Also, we do a lot of tech estate modernization. So you talk up any company, it may be Tata Group, it may be Reliance, or it may be General Electric, or it may be even companies like Apple and Google, all have some tech debt. So also we do a lot of tech debt reduction by modernization, APR, all that. And finally, there is a digital transformation. So like connected products, experience transformation, Industry 4.0, AI infused enterprises. So these are some of the different digital transformation we work. So this is quickly a little bit about LTI. As then coming to the connected or smart manufacturing, what we are saying as L&D. So let's say what we are doing. We want to create a value at the intersections of domains, manufacturing, digital engineering, and smart technologies to accelerate digital transformation. And how we are doing it? We are doing it in 3 ways. We are focusing on smart manufacturing. Again, when I say smart manufacturing, it can be smart factories, it can be smart building, it can be smart automobiles, it can be smart workplace, anything I'm assuming as a manufacturing. Also, there is a connected solutions, so connected assets, connected batteries, connected automobiles, all that, and there is a smart spaces. So these are few of the areas we are working. So again, this is available in a public domain. If you see, we are expecting that there will be 14.7 billion on machine-to-machine connections by 2023. We're expecting 29 billion connected devices. Currently, it is around 18 billion directly related to IoT. 71.9% of the North American manufacturers have a sustainability policy in place. As you know, everyone wants to become a carbon neutral by 2030, 2040. So a lot of focus on sustainability. 83% are developing one on some of the policies. 85% of the industrial segment customers consider service-led or outcome-driven business model as a top priority. And robotics as a service. Similarly, whole world is moving to a service or outcome-driven business model. So nobody wants to get some equipments or get something. Everyone wants a service, and so this is where everyone is moving. But when you are moving to a service-oriented structure, then again your technology, your support mechanism, your landscape need to be changed. Then there is a 5G. Mr. Modi unveiled the 5G in India. Again, 5G is one of the top important use cases, as mainly for your AR, augmented reality, and virtual reality, and connection of IoT devices. 95% of the clouds USD 600 billion value. This shows that everyone wants to move it to cloud, and there is a reason for it, because everyone moves to cloud, because no one wants that if I am giving a service or if I want to monetize my data, or I want to give end-to-end ownership, then I don't want to bog down my issues in my servers, data centers, and how to upgrade it, how to manage it, and all that. So that is the reason, and all the businesses are now moving to cloud, so that it gives me time and focus on what I want to do. So this is the trend, and with this trend, and what is happening is that let's come to this side, right side, and what is happening. And so this gives a start. Now let me come to the actual what is happening. So we are working on a factory of the future. So increase uses of autonomous mobile robots, AMRs, augmented analytics, digital twin, and different IoT-enabled or supply chain processes is all that we are talking now. And you must have heard that this pandemic, it has given a lot of challenges. And I will tell you some of my clients. Johnson Control is a client to me. Carrier is a client to me. These are a global HVAC manufacturer. And because of this pandemic, there is a huge supply chain issues are there. And supply chain issues means, I will tell you guys, I want to explain you. Suppose in a bill of material, if you are manufacturing a HVAC equipment, HVAC means nothing but the air conditioning or heat conditioning equipments. Then if there is one part which is supplied from China is not there, you are stuck. And 6 months back, Johnson Control had 2 billion work in process inventory. So I have a big a pipeline of orders. I'm not able to supply the orders because my production is stuck, because I cannot get some of the key parts because China is locked down. So and this is also a major driver. So what is important is how your supply chain is flexible and can be adjusted. So this factory of the future, this is getting accelerated as we are seeing with our clients. Product as a service, we discussed, everything is moving from a product as a service. Scania is one of our client. Scania manufacture trucks and trucks and buses in Europe. They are not calling it as an automobile company. They are calling it as a mobility solution company. So when I move to a mobility solution, then what happens is that a truck is not a product. Now I'm selling a service of mobility. Then what happens is that your truck is important, your truck connectivity is important, your truck health is important. So a lot of things comes as a very. So there is a product as a service, as also comes with its own challenges, and we have to prepare. We have to augment our landscape infrastructure and all the peripheral IT systems. We're coming to the connected space trending. And as you know, we all are working from home. May not be a lot of people. Well, there is a need of sanitization. There is a need of remote working. There is a need of touchless working. That is one of the trends going on throughout the world. Then there is also increased focus on sustainability, because the need of the climate is there. So actually everyone is moving from green to a sustainable manufacturing. And they're saying that, or sometimes I call it as, I know everyone call it as a circular economy, because you have to reduce, you have to reuse, you have to recycle, recover, design, and remanufacture. So the economy becomes circular, so that your wastage is minimized. Accelerated adoption of renewables, electric vehicles, energy storage, and convergence of the Industry 4.0 and ESG goals. So what is smart factory? Smart factory has an intelligent machine. They have a connected worker. They have a connected material. And on one side, because you have to do the engineering design, and you have to create the bill of material, all that, and the design part. And finally, once you produce the product, it needs to be shipped to the customer, used by the customer. So service, sales and service part of this. So this was the smart manufacturing core or scope. Now I added 3 things. I cannot only work with a smart factory. I need a smart warehousing management. I need a smart inbound supply chain, because You must have heard about the concept called JIT. Nowadays, if you're doing a JIT and you have a partners, then you cannot keep materials. It need to be completely connected so that they knows that when I need a material, if there is any issues, there is a loop is completed. Also from a outbound side, the shipment, the logistics, all this is warranty, all that comes here. So my smart factory is now a little bit extended. It is extended towards the inbound inbound supply chain and outbound supply chain. Now let me little bit. So again, what is happening is that it is not enough to have a smart factory. It is not enough to have a inbound supply chain. I need to connect between my design, my factories, machines, my customer feedback or complaint or service, my connect materials, my workers, and that should be a digital thread. So again, what is the impact to the other? So this digital thread again, and this digital thread you have to establish, which is also part of the smart factory. Again, digital twins, and as you know, digital twins is nothing but it is a replica of what is happening physically, right? So I should have a, so what will happen is that I should have a replica, or I should have a virtual incarnations of my physical world, so that I understand what is happening. I can take the actions on that. Right? So all whole, and there is a, I'll tell you, there is a foundation layer. So there is a IoT sensors, there are connectivity, there is a analytics, there is human robots, human-centric experiences, culture, proactive change management. So this is a base. So this is what I call it smart manufacturing or smart digital manufacturing. Now, let me get into a little deeper in this smart manufacturing. And what people are doing, people are trying to, again, I will tell you, this is a very a complex question, because smart manufacturing is not a ERP. Smart manufacturing is not one thing. Smart manufacturing, as of today, is a lot of things. So for someone who is like Johnson & Johnson, it is a pharmaceutical company, quality is important for me. So I have implemented some of the digital quality type of solution, or quality vision type of solution on. If I'm a company like L&T who is working on construction projects, then I have to have connected vehicles, I have to have connected workers, I have to track what they are doing. If I am a Chevron and I have a oil company, then I have to understand how much oil is getting extracted, and any data from that can be used, refining, and so on and so on. So we can't say that smart manufacturing is one, and accordingly there are multiple platforms available. So what happens is that everyone does it which gives best value to him or his business. In that context, let me explain you this diagram. So this gives the supply chain, starting from the logistic to inventory management, manufacturing, supply chain, marketing, sales, and service. So digital thread, this has to be there throughout. Why we have not shown it in logistic? Because generally we are saying that in logistic, if it is, so we have to have a connected system, culture, processes across all these towers. Then material tracking, digital command center, track and trace, dynamic sequencing, visual factory. So if you see, when I talk of smart manufacturing, it has a lot of things. It has digital part sales, predictive maintenance, remote monitoring, field sales training, predictive analysis of failures, touchless access, digital work instructions, autonomous vehicles, smart healthy buildings. So 3D printing. So everything becomes your smart manufacturing ecosystem. So now I will give an example of an automotive value chain. So, but this is a pictorial depiction of a automotive value chain. So what happens in automotive value chain? There is a powertrain, engine, all that is there. There is a body, a shop. You have to manufacture this. There is a main assembly, and there are different things. So this is a typical automotive value chain. But what is happening? The top portion of the powertrain is getting replaced by the battery and electric motor value chain. And once, because I am moving to electric vehicles, if I'm moving to electric vehicles, then my focus will go to lithium-ion batteries. I have to go to brushless direct current motors, because if it is a battery driven, you have to have a DC motor. You cannot work on a AC motor, right? So then what is happening is that the smart manufacturing's scope is also changing. So what my message is that as we work, it is not only we have to focus on the present, but we have to also focus on the future, so that I can align my smart manufacturing to what is happening in future trends in it. So whatever happens, the important thing is that as an organization, you have to have a revenue, you have to have a cash flow, you have to have some sustainability or EHS environment impact. So your smart manufacturing or your digital manufacturing cannot go beyond this. So whatever we do, we have to have some eye into our revenues, cash flows, and some of our sustainability objectives. So Johnson Control is one of my clients. I'm working with them for last 9 years, and this is a HVAC company. So they have created a platform called OpenBlue. So OpenBlue is it is a complete connected solutions for all your utility equipments, all your safety and security. And this is smart. So it creates a smart building. So if you go, they have already implemented in one of the airports in New York. If you go to go and search, you will see that if an employee is coming every day at 9 a.m., someday he comes at 10 p.m. in the night, it sends the alert. So lot of intelligence has been inbuilt to the building, starting from safety, security, maintaining the temperatures, everything. Right? So that is becoming a blueprint of the future. So this is about Eaton and Harris Eaton. And so Eaton is again a big organization, manufacturing organization. So this is their motto. They want to bring a lot of digital future at any company. Even Tata Motors is moving to a electric vehicle. Mahindra has also started. So, every company is moving to a digital, smart way of work. So I have the case study I will tell you. So let me tell you a little bit of interesting thing. So with all these trends in LTI, what we offer, again, we offer a factory of the future. So we have an integrated visibility, a software or tool or application. We have asset performance management, connected assets, quality inspection, predictive maintenance, worker safety and productivity, and overall equipment efficiency optimization. So these are some of our expertise in smart manufacturing. When it comes to the connected solution, we do almost everything. We do connected construction, we do connected life science laboratories. We're working with Johnson & Johnson. We do connected fleet. We have done connected fleet for Scania, and we have also done connected fleet for Honda America for their only testing, and connected industrial assets, connected workforce, a lot of things and also working in smart space. Let me also come to a little bit at how our smart manufacturing strategy is. So at LTI, when we talk about smart manufacturing, we talk about a smart manufacturing or advanced manufacturing enterprise. And in this enterprise, this is the base layers. This is the plants, physical assets, facilities worker. On that, you have the visibility layer. This is the SCADA machines, PLCs, historians, MES systems, laboratory information systems, barcode, utilities, buildings, small tools. This is the visibility layer. And there is a foundation layer. This is the foundation layer. There is a fact data lake. There is a intelligent ACE machine for artificial intelligence. There is device management. There is plant integration bus, rules engine. So this is a foundation layer. Then there is an integration layer. So unless these are all have their own towers, so there is an integration layer. And on that integration layer, we work on asset side, because maximum smart manufacturing focus currently is on assets, because everyone want to get the return on investment, increase the productivity. So this is very important. That also we are working on the integrated subfloor operations like closed loop quality, CV based inspection, operations prognostics, and on and on. And then worker safety and productivity. So this is what we call it as digital manufacturing end to end for us. This is very important. We didn't achieve this overnight. First, we started with a discovery. So we shortlisted equipments. We did the selection of KPIs. We did the off-the-shelf device setup, because a lot of devices is required. And I will tell you, there is another case where I'm working. It is there. Then we did it first equipment, and on June 2016. First batching plant and got digitalized on December 2016. Then we did all the gateway implementation. Then in 2018, in the 2000 and of these assets got digitalized. Then we first Webris got digitalized. Then 5,000 of our sites got digitalized. Then we focus on DigiSets. Even we have now digitalized our solar panels, solar power plants, which we have. So what point I'm trying to drive is that, again, digital manufacturing looks very simple, but because there are a lot of moving parts, it is not possible to become a smart factory 100% anytime. This starts with the journey, and this gets built up with one equipment, one plant, go to the next plant, like that. So that is the way we have moved in our smart manufacturing journey. And this is the outcome. So once we are at 2021, and we can do some monetization, because we have now everything digitalized. We have a lot of data in our system. If I want to digitalize or monetize some of the things, I can do it. Let me give an example of another. This is the connected batteries. We are working with one of our client, Clarios. Again, Clarios is one of the largest manufacturer of batteries in the world. And they manufacture one battery out of 3 in the world. But acid-led batteries, they're not into big player in lithium, and they're more acid-led batteries. So these connected batteries, as we speak, we have done one truck. Next 2-3 weeks, we are going to have the connected battery in 5 trucks POC, and we have a target to do 100 trucks in US. We are doing it in Mexico. This proof of concept is going on, pilot is going on. So we are planning to have 100 trucks by March. Once we do 100 trucks, we get all the intelligence or all the things, then we'll convert it into a product for our client. But what is important is that how we went. Again, the same philosophy we go. We went with a discovery, we did pilot, we did a rollout. Then once you did the rollout, important is how to sustain it, because if you are giving it as a product as a service, then how it will be serviced, how you will charge, all that will come. Then once you have to upgrade, you have to modernize. So this is again a cycle process. And once everything done, then and how to monetize. Once you have the data, suppose Clarios has the data up there 30 million, or I'm not saying that there is maybe 60 million of the batteries, then how to monetize it? Can I create another service as which I can sell it, saying that at the 100% health of a battery or something like that. So that happens. This is the cycle. And again, when we go, we started with the sensors, batteries, then we worked on gateways, platforms, vehicles, business use cases. Now, once we have done, then we'll go for a data as a service. You guys are already in a robotic in a service, platform as a service, and API servitization also, because once I have a standard API, it can work for any battery of any make and any flip. So it can be API servitization also. So this is the story of batteries. This is Clarios. So we have done a lot of work in smart manufacturing. It is my client. I had this engagement, and we have done a lot of things. This is an operational intelligence. Again, operational intelligence, we are using the PTC ThinkWorks platform, and the MuleSoft is the integration and platform, and they have Maximo for their plant maintenance, Infinity QS, GeoProphecy, SAP is there, SAP Kronos is there, HR system, Logility is there, demand planning. So what we have done, we have done their first US pilot plant. Then we rolled out this to their pilot plant, and then we have done the predictive analytics for the improvement areas. Okay, so we have done a lot of things. We have done on enterprise reporting, after sales analytics, manufacturing analytics, which is OEE, category management, product mix analysis. All this we have done it. So a typical dashboards looks like this. You can have asset uptime, cycle time, OTIF, scrap, line OEE. So this is a production line overview. Again, this platform, if you ask any questions, so if you ask something, you can type it your question, and it will extract the data and give you the answer. So it is like conversational analytics implemented here. And this is what we acquired, a company with that technology. Coming to the next one is Eaton. Already I told you we are working with Eaton. So OEE is one of the key one. So OE improved by 10 to 15% and maintenance reduction by 12%. So these are adherence to standard operating procedures 100%. So we did this. We defined the digital strategies. We worked to improve the OEE. We worked to improve the productivity, and this is still going on. So I showed you the video. So this is a collaboration between PTC, LTI, and Eaton. This is the Eaton. I'm not going only a 2 cent here. This is a journey. Smart manufacturing cannot be a instant project. It is journey. So you start with 1 plant, 2 plant, 5 plant, and currently we have done it for 45 plants. So it is a journey. It has to go, takes its own time. You have to learn, and you have to complete the feedback loop every time. So this is another interesting story. This is the last one I want to tell you. We are working with Otis. Okay, so this is a Otis study, and this happened. And so a few months back, in one of the hospital in California, one of the elevator broke down at 3 a.m. in the night, and because it's broke down, because now all elevators are connected, it sends a signal to the platform, and platform routed it to the service engineer, and service engineer, because it's engineer, went to the hospital, and hospital reception said that no, there is no, we have no complaint and identified or assigned by anybody or initiated by anybody that there is the elevator is down. So this service worker said that no, there is the elevator has been down. I got a message from the machine, and when they went, they found that the elevator is down. So this is what we are saying: proactive, real-time communication and predictive. So we are the partner. We have done it. This is for the Otis, and this also we have done on their field service transformation, real-time communication, predictive insights. Also, this is a journey we started in 2017. Currently, we are at 2021 with 200,000 units and 220 plus countries connected.
See, I have two questions. The first one is, when we implemented ISO 9000 systems, a couple of decades back, or
Yep.
1.5 decades back, there were the buyers who were insisting on that. Are you an ISO 9000 company?
Right.
So we were forced to adapt the modern, documentation procedures. Right. I say, kuch hai kya, where our manufacturing units will be forced to adapt this industrial, smart factory, smart manufacturing practices. What is the incentive for the people to invest so much on this? Because as you said, it's a time-consuming process is one, and it needs a lot of resources and iteration. That is the question one.
Yep. No, my
question
answer
is that your platform. Please go ahead, sir.
No. First question, my answer is that there is no regulation or no compliance framework has been set up. In fact, someone was asking that it will be a good to establish a framework, because Abhimanyu, again, question is mainly the large organization, and because it is a competitive advantage. So to have a competitive advantage is you have to have, because if you are a service organization, you don't have a choice. You have to go and implement it. But there is no rules or framework which can bind it. It is my pleasure. It is really my pleasure to be there with you. Thank you.